911, what are you reporting?
King County's 911 Communication Center serves more than 500,000 people.
Okay, we're going to send an officer out there to come and help you.
Last year, it handled more than 700,000 calls.
Are these guys white, black, Asian, Hispanic?
It serves 12 contract cities, Metro Transit, Animal Control, the King County Airport, and all of the unincorporated areas.
Charlie is guarding one up.
Covington, Maple Valley, Shoreline, Newcastle, any of those contract cities, their call will come in here first. Same thing with unincorporated King County.
Now they've locked themselves in there and refuse to answer the door anymore.
For officers in the field, in an emergency situation, the dispatcher could be their link to saving their life.
911, what are you reporting? What address was it stolen from?
Gavin Anderson sorts through incoming calls.
Let me transfer you over to a non-emergency operator.
Some are routed to the non-emergency number. Others need immediate attention.
How are they getting violent with you?
There's a lot of listening and typing at the same time, and you might have to get an interpreter on the line if someone doesn't speak English.
Have they made any threats at all?
You might have to transfer them to a medical dispatcher. You might have to transfer them to fire.
Frank 5, copy. Well, after 20 years of doing this, I don't just answer phones. Henry 32, a white 2004 Lexus.
Dianna Pardo Patterson is a veteran call taker and police dispatcher.
Frank 3, that running vehicle is a tan 83 Toyota pickup.
She directs officers in the field.
Do you need reg on that? I would say that 95% of my time is spent on a police radio, where I'm actually talking to the deputies. 301, copy.
That information that the dispatcher has could save the officer's life in the field.
2 males in a physical fight. They're on the sidewalk near the bus stop.
They're telling the officer what a suspect looks like, what to look for when they get there, where exactly to go. They're relaying that information that's coming over the 911 calls.
King 23, I'll back.
Copy.
Most of the calls are pretty routine. Somebody reporting a crime.
King 23, code 2.
But then it's sprinkled in with a few moments of terror. You have a deputy that you've sent out on what you consider to be a touchy situation, and when they don't answer back, the adrenaline starts to rise, and all of a sudden, you hear a deputy screaming for assistance, and you just go into a whole different mode. Incident number on this one is 054-473. I describe it to the new kids here that you're driving down the road and all of a sudden, you hit this huge snowstorm or huge hailstorm, and your reactions are so different. You go into an emergency type mode, but it's something that you, after a while, learn. You do it without thinking, and that's the job.
And are your vehicles blocking the roadway?
You can't calm someone down by saying calm down or by asking them. You try to lower your voice where they have to strain to listen to you.
Broke the window?
Just screen out.
Okay. Male or female?
Male.
In the back of my mind, I'm telling myself, maintain. They're upset, and a lot of times, likely so, they have reason to be.
Someone had an accident in our apartment complex.
All the operators say some calls can be tough to handle.
All of a sudden the phone dropped. All I knew was the address and what was going on, and she was basically being attacked. And it was really the first time as a call receiver that I totally felt helpless, that it turned into I was just commentating. That's all I could do, is I could tell everybody what was going on and what I heard.
I just had someone break into my apartment and burglarize me.
What's the address here?
Despite the stressful moments, there is a lighter side.
Hey, Gino, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Thank you, sir.
Pardo Patterson is married to a sheriff's deputy
One church.
who actually proposed to her on the radio.
I said, Sam 44 to operator E3. So I want to know if you want to marry me. And I was looking around thinking, did anybody else hear that? Of course, they couldn't. It was in my ear. It was on my headset. And my girlfriend, fortunately, was sitting there. She knew about it. And she slapped me, on the shoulder. And she says, answer him. He's waiting. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. I responded with, Sam 44, that's an affirmative. The whole time in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I can't breach FCC regulations by saying, oh, hell yeah.
Was he a tall man?
But when the phones start lighting up,
911, what are you reporting?
It's all serious business in the county's comm center.
When that call drops in your ear, you have no idea what it's going to be, and you have to react and use your experience and your instinct to be able to send the appropriate help.
Okay, if he leaves...
Serving as a lifeline for people in need.
We'll have help on the way. Okay, thanks.
It's such a special job. You can really have an impact on people.
Okay, I'll let the officers in the area know.
You can really help them and get the right amount of help to them as quickly as possible.
If you have an emergency or need to report a crime in progress, call 911. But if you'd like to report a crime that happened in the past or need information, call 206-296-3311.